Hey guys, with this video I want to show you how to fix a problem that I started having in my GE refrigerator. It's actually a side-by-side. It has, you know, the freezer on one side, the regular fridge on the other side. The model number for mine is right there. So the problem that I started having is I started noticing a bunch of water here, and then I realized that the filter was leaking. You can see the drops right there. I ended up having to put this here so that it would catch the water and I wouldn't make a mess in there. But so first thing I thought of was, okay, maybe the filter is messed up. I actually always have 2-3 filters at a time with me. You know, I order them on eBay. It's a lot cheaper to buy them on eBay in bulk, so that you can just always switch them. So I grabbed one of those, I put it back in, waited a couple minutes, and it started leaking again. So I took it out. I checked the seals, you know, at least what I could see, and I couldn't really see anything in there. I couldn't really see or feel any seals, any O-rings that were torn or anything like that. So I just figured this part was bad. So I went online, I Googled, you know, GE parts, GE refrigerator parts with my model number, and I found this piece online. It was pretty inexpensive. It wasn't expensive at all. It's not hard to change really. All it is 2 bolts on in the front, 2 bolts in the back. Slide it out, slide this one back in and plug it back in, and that's really about it. I believe I paid like $25-26 for that online, which is not too bad at all. First thing you want to do is you want to go ahead and pull this off. This just clips on. See, it pulls right off, and you got 2 bolts right there. They're actually a quarter. They're actually a quarter, so you can just take them off with that. Then you come to the back and you see where the lines are coming out of. You got to take this too in order to get this little piece out. And like I said, go ahead and unplug your cables where they're plugged in. Make sure obviously you turn the water off so that you don't make a mess in your kitchen. And then this other cable goes in here. You want to take the bolts on the bottom off in order to remove this piece right here, so that you can let this cable loose. And that's about it. It's an easy fix. Let me go ahead, start working on it, and show you guys as I go how everything's looking. All right, so the removal process was fairly easy. Like I said, take those 2 bolts off of the top there. Come over here to the back. Take the 2 bolts off of here. Remove the piece. So whenever you remove this piece, you will see that there's like some type of clay put in between the cable. You know, kind of sealing the hole. I guess they try to keep the insulation of the fridge good. You can go ahead and remove that clay carefully so you can get most of it out and reuse it after you put the new one in. I also went ahead and you know, like I said, remove the piece here on the bottom. Disconnect the hose from here. I disconnected the hose from here. You might want to have like a little pot or something to get the water, because as soon as you disconnect the other hose, air will go in the lines and water will start dripping out. So you definitely want something to catch the water, and this would be a good moment to go ahead and clean your coils. As you can see, mine is very dirty, so I'm gonna go ahead and take advantage of what I'm doing and go ahead and vacuum all that dust out, so that the fridge can run better. And then after you do that, then just go ahead and retrace your steps. slide the filter comes out from the front, so slide everything to the back, put the clay back in, attach your metal piece, go ahead and attach your cables, turn on your water back again, and put everything back together. It's a fairly simple process. You know, anybody could be able to do it.